I'm Jose. What's your name, sir?
Matthew.
Matthew. Where were you originally born, sir?
Right here in Florida, Tampa,
Okay.
Florida.
All right. Born in Tampa. So how old are you?
I just turned 36 on November 28th.
All right. So me and you are about. I'm 34, so we're about the same age. Grew up around the same music, same culture, practically. Um, how did you end up on the streets?
Originally it started with my mom moving out to Sassa, and I couldn't go with her because of my criminal record. Um, in order to live with her, I had to be able to pass a background check, and I couldn't pass. Can't pass. It's not bad charges, but that and I'm 36 years old. I don't want to live with her. She don't want to live. She don't want me. She doesn't want anybody to live with her. When she moved to Sassa, I had some friends that lived up the street in the neighborhood we lived in, and my buddy's grandma, when I told her the situation, she said I could, take the shed in the back at her house. So I ended up doing that. I was there for a few months, and one Sunday, came out here to from Plant City to a feed out here, and while I was gone, my little dog Leo, he's a Yorkie Jack Russell Chihuahua. One of the guys that was living in the house put his hands on my dog. My dogs are like my kids. Okay, I tell people all the time, do what you want to me. Do what you want to me, but leave my dogs out of it. Because in my eyes, they're innocent. They're innocent. From there,
All right. So Tonatasa, pronounce it correctly.
Sonoto Sassa.
Say one-
Sonoto Sassa. It's
I-
actually only about 5 miles from here,
Yeah.
north.
That is one word I've never been able to say right.
But when she moved to Sonoto Sassa, to the trailer she bought, I moved in with my friends. Like I said, one of the friends decided he was going to put his hands on my dog. I don't know why. I don't know what my dog did. I don't care what my dog did. You don't put your hands on my animals. It's like putting your hands on my kids. Well, they lied to me when I got home and said it was someone else that was living there. Threatened his grandma's dog. She told me the truth. 3 days later, she called me in a room, and because she's a Christian, she said that it was weighing heavily on her heart that she had lied to me. Well, I looked at her and I said, because her name, we called her Nana. I said, what'd you lie to me about, Nana? And she told me, it wasn't who, the guy that they said it was. She said it was her grandson, Gary. So, had I been home, he would be.
You think she was just trying to protect you, kind of?
I think she was more afraid.
Yeah.
And they're all small. I got my dog Leo from them. So all his siblings and parents were at the house. 10 o'clock that night, I went back in her room after she told me, and because I was her helper, because she's an elderly woman, I gave her my 2 weeks notice. I told her that I could no longer stay there because I felt like my dog was in jeopardy there, so within 2 weeks, I packed my stuff, I got my pay. Since then, I've been out here. A couple of friends have tried to put me up, but just didn't work out. I lived on and off with my girlfriend.
Did you finish high school?
Actually, yes, I graduated from Armwood High School
All right,
here
cool.
in Sefner. 2008. It's one of the things I'm most proud of, actually.
Yeah. They kicked me out in the ninth grade, so I didn't get to finish high school. All right. So you finished high school, bro. That's awesome because I didn't finish high school at all.
Yeah.
I just went to Bradenton. They have this technical college, and I got my GED. I failed the first time, but then the second time I got it, and I'm glad I got my GED. Like, it was something I when I see somebody and they finish high school, I'm like, I feel like it's a privilege almost because like I didn't get to finish, you know. So were your grades like awesome, medium, or just like
Oh, I was in special education classes from third grade all the way through high school.
okay?
I'm definitely not ashamed of that.
No, it's who you are, brother.
Um,
It's who you are.
I needed one-on-one attention with the teachers because of my learning disabilities.
So you know, I'm the type of person like when I see somebody who has a learning disability and they're homeless, it makes me mad because I feel like I think it's wrong that as a society, somebody with a learning disability, like especially like since childhood, you said since kindergarten to high
Well,
school,
from third grade through
right?
all the way
So
through
at
high
some
school.
point they realized you had special needs. Do you feel like society has kind of let you down in that aspect? Because I feel like me, I pay taxes. This video we're making today pays taxes. That goes to make sure that people like you have a place, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like you've been kind of let down by society there?
In a way, yes, but for the most part, no, because I don't really consider myself part of society. I mean, um, I go out and it's because of people with good hearts
Yeah.
that help me with money. Over not just the past 5 years, but before that too. Because
Wow.
I used to come out here even when I wasn't homeless to hang
Yeah.
out with my friends. That were.
Yeah.
And I would disappear. I'd leave home for 2-3 weeks at a time, and my mom would eventually come looking for me. And it's not that I don't have family. I do.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad are still alive. My dad is in Ocklawaha, Florida, which is it's north of Leesburg, southeast of Ocala.
Yeah,
It's
I've been
a
out
little
there.
one stoplight town.
Yeah, I've been out there.
I was actually
That's another one I
supposed to
can't
go
pronounce.
tomorrow, but my mom's birthday's coming up,
Mhm.
and I don't like missing my mom's birthday. I've missed plenty of them before, and it's not a good feeling.
So you finished high school. That's an incredible accomplishment. Um, I I really admire that. At your age, you still have a little bit of disabilities you're probably dealing with. Have you been able to receive any government benefits for that?
No, I never got the opportunity to look into it because I don't really know how. I know I put in for it, and of course they're gonna deny me,
The
and
first time and
then
the second and the third. You gotta keep trying.
I get a lawyer, and
You can do it without a lawyer.
yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean once they deny you a couple times, then you get a lawyer, and you're pretty much
But
guaranteed to get it. But
you were in special school. Okay.
yeah, I've got SLD, which is specific learning disability,
Yeah.
which is the common thought was growing up in high school, in elementary school, slow learning.
Okay.
And I used to get into arguments with people about that because it's not slow learning disability, it's a specific learning disability.
Huh.
I have a specific way of learning, meaning, I have to have that one-on-one attention, with the teacher. Then there's
You got your own speed, basically. Like you'll
yeah,
learn
yeah.
it, but it's got to be catered to you.
Whereas it would take, say you to learn fractions, you could learn them in a day. It would take me 3-4 days.
But you learn it.
Exactly.
You just have your own speed. Awesome. When you were going to school here, did people bully you for the special education thing?
Actually, yeah, for the most part. But for the longest time, all the way up to about the age of 14, I was bullied at a park out here by Burnett Middle School. It's like something. They changed the name. It was Evans Park.
Okay.
But I watched Burnett Middle School get built from the ground up as a kid. But I stopped going to that park at 14 because I felt like I didn't need to go there anymore. And it's not, it's a recreation park, for like after school and then during the summer.
What are the dogs' names?
His name is Brindle. He's the only one that we have.
Okay.
Brindle. He's a German Shepherd and Pit Bull.
Oh man, he's beautiful.
And then I had...
Oh, he's trying to play with the camera. Oh, he's adorable, man.
He's a big puppy.
He's adorable, man. Absolutely.
He was actually given to me... the sister, unfortunately, and this goes to show that there's a lot of evil in the world. Her name was Precious. A girl that was living in her owner's place.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I can tell you guys have been through a lot, traumatic and stuff. I really want to compliment you guys on having each other, because obviously you guys have both gone through some serious traumatic experiences. Um, but you still seem resilient, brother. What keeps you going every day?
For that part, I would have to say knowing that there is good people out there.
Okay.
And 2 years ago almost, I had a female pit bull named Petunia. Her full real name was Petunia Potbelly Pig. She was all black with white on her chest and white on her face. Car in 2023 on March 14th, over on for Kingsway. Knowing that she's in a better place and that she didn't suffer is one of the reasons I keep going.
Yeah, and you're also not out here by yourself.
No.
You got people, you got souls out here with you. You got the dog. You got people out here with you that, you're not going through this alone.
Yeah,
Does this sometimes get frustrating being out here in the tent, not having basic
Absolutely.
necessities? It's got to be difficult. You said people here are very kind and people help you a lot.
It's very few and far between,
But
there are a lot of good people out here, with good hearts. A lot of people help, not to help me, but to help my dog.
Which is crazy because you're a human and you matter as well. But I guess that's just the way some people are wired, to care more about animals than humans. Me, I care more about humans than animals. And sometimes people be like, I'm a vet. I'm like, I don't care if you're a vet. You're a vet of the streets. This is a battle out here for you guys every day. I'm glad that you mentioned that there's good people out here. In the time you've been out here, what has been the nicest thing someone's ever done for you?
I'm not gonna say it's like money or anything like that. For me, it's the little things. I could be having a horrible day, and someone pull up and they'll hand me it's a gift bag. It's got like toiletries, maybe a Bible, socks. It's something small like that. That really means the most. It's not the money. It's not about the money. It's the thought that counts. The simple fact that someone stopped and even thought to help me, means more to me than any amount of money in the world.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I think people don't really realize that people out here have a lot of trauma. They've been through difficult lives, and helping them is sometimes just lending a listening ear, getting their story like I do. Is there anything else? I'm going to give you a free realm that you want to talk about as far as, who you are as a person, whatever you want, just to wrap up the video. I think you've done a beautiful job with this video. I mean, you really, I think you've been very honest. So I'll give you open mic. Anything you want to say?
I can't really think of anything. I mean, obviously my dogs mean the world to me, among other things.
That's good. I mean, it's hard for a guy. I think for us, emotions are more difficult to express like that, especially if you have a learning disability. It's hard to get those words out.
Finally, someone that actually understands.
I do. Guys are not as emotional as females, and for us, it's harder to get those words out. But I think you did a beautiful job. And do you have a Cash App?
Yeah, but
you don't remember.
I had the card sent to a church out here, and it never came.
Never came. Maybe in the future, try to get it set up when you get a chance. And if I ever get a chance, do you know she has one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know she did at one point.
Try to get it set up. Ask her, hey, honey, do you have a Cash App? What's her name?
Danielle.
Danielle? Danielle, do you have a Cash App? Okay. If I'm ever, I live far away, but if I'm ever in Sefner again, I'll try to see you again. Try to get a Cash App set up, because I do feel like that would help with the videos to get it out there. Personally, I feel like if you have a learning disability from a young age, you don't deserve to be living like this. And I hope with your trauma that you don't feel guilty about this situation as you messed up. I feel like if from childhood you've had learning disabilities, we as a society have failed you. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a big-wig politician. I'm just a YouTuber. All I do is give people stories, but I want you to know on my behalf that, and I know how my audience feels, that we don't think this is right. We don't think this is right because we put so much in the taxes so that people that are disabled don't end up out here. Go to an SSI office. Try again. You don't need a lawyer. You might just get a really good person on the other side of that phone.
There's actually one right here.
Go in there and say, hey, man, I've been going to special school since I was a little kid. I don't deserve to live like this, you know? And hopefully they take care of you, brother, because I don't think you deserve to be out here. I really don't.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been a joy to meet you.